Today, I will go through with you the 3 top guardians. I will tell you the 3 classes who are, in my opinion, the best, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to pick that class or not. Alright, so I'll pick 3 classes who are decent, in my opinion. We have Dr. Seek, Donofak, and 12B. Those are in my rank 3. I put number 3, 12B, because his silence, his ulti, can be used only once, and he has to wait until he can use it again. The good thing about 12B is he has a lot of defense and a lot of HP. He can resist a lot of damage from the enemies if used correctly. Then we have Donofak. He's on my rank 2. He's a badass. He has a pretty high attack, pretty high defense, and he also is a good guardian. He can tank the enemies pretty well because also of his ulti to reduce the damage of the enemies. Well done, Donofak. And he can escape a lot often as well. Number 1, he deserves the number 1 because of his often silence he can use and his high defense, high physical and magical defense, which can make him tank a lot of the enemies. His bad things are, I guess, that he's a little expensive for the regular person, or you gotta save a lot of money. So if you would want to go Guardian, definitely go Dr. Seek. And Jumbra is also not bad. You can try to play him as well. But Donofak is pretty difficult to play. I've played him before. He's pretty difficult, even though the bar of difficulty says he's less than below than half difficult, but he's still difficult. And this guy is also very difficult. I've seen some people play really good Red Trophy Queen if you have the right tablets. Anyway, this was the top 3 of the Guardians. Let's go take a look at the top 3 of the Mages. Let's go through the Mages. We have Fox, Talmalan, Lilith, Aquila, Kurtzdoor, Akridix, Goldfur, Laurelai, or Laurelal, I don't know, Gorasha, Martree, Mystic, Anwar, Archimitros, Persephone, you know the horse, Persephone, Melina, Mygrove, Vigilus, and Jevras. Alright, so my top 3 of the mages who I think are the best. I barely play mages, but I've played against many enemy mages. I think Vigilus is really overpowered. He does a lot of damage when he's maxed out. Persephone, she's a really badass leecher. She can leech a lot of HP. So I think she's also one of the top mages who are well, she is not very easy to play as well. You gotta use the skills on time. Vigilus is also really hard to play, by the way, because you gotta keep looking a lot at his cooldown time. Then we have, which class is the next who's really good? I think Fox, obviously, and the others, I guess you gotta be, you gotta learn to use the class very well. I mean, with any class you need to learn how to play it very well, but Persephone, Vigilus, and Fox are the most, I think, in my opinion, overpowered of the mages. And Jerfus, you know, you gotta know how to play him well. I've seen so many Jerfus and Melinas and, you know, all the other classes been played well. But those three are really the ones that I would go for if I were you, if you would play mage. If you want to play really badass mage. Now, Fox is really difficult, as you can see as well, the stats say, because you gotta, watch your puppet as well as you gotta watch your, your pet. So you gotta keep an eye on both. And if you have a laggy phone, it plays really, awful. What I like about Fox is that he can heal himself, and she can run away as well, often very fast. So you got to make sure you got a lot of healing and running going on there. The bad thing about this Fox is that the MP goes really fast. So you got to make sure you pay attention to the MP, and MP also regeneration. And then the Vigilus, I would recommend you to get him as well. Run speed. Actually, the only class that I would not buy run speed for is Persephone. She needs to leech as much as possible. Leech as in takes away the HP of the enemies and gives you HP instead. And that's also one of her main skills. As you can see, attack speed and blah 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 blah. Let's see where it says that the leech. There you go. When you use this skill, she will have more leech. And if you have your tablets and your talent set to leech, you're good to go. The bad thing about Persephone is probably because she cannot escape easily because she doesn't have boots. That's she has the benefit that she can stand her ground a lot more, but the bad thing is that she cannot escape because she has to stand her ground. I've played her a couple of times. It was really fun to play with her, but it's not my class to play with. I prefer a class that, more aggressive. I don't find her very aggressive, like the Frost, who's very aggressive. The Helm is very aggressive gameplay. And I also would recommend you guys Melina. Melina is really good when she plays semi-tank. She goes, especially when you buy the helm for her as well. She can, tank a lot of enemies with her freeze as well. So she stands a really high chance to stand there. This is one of the most annoying mages, in my opinion, because of his skills that allow him to get close to you and disable your skills. I've never played him, but I don't think he would fit my gameplay. So you gotta decide for yourself what's your gameplay. If you are considering buying a mage, I would definitely go for the Vigilus because he's cheap and he's badass. And if you want to play a little harder classes, I would recommend you Persephone or Melina. And I mean, yeah, sure, you can also buy this Gerd stores as well, very OP. But he's very difficult to play as well. Those are the classes of the mages I recommend you guys. Let's see for how long we've been recording. 10 minutes. Alright, I'll make a part 2 for the fighters and the support. Let me know if you like this video. Thank you very much.